Yeah. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Four down. Recon, 132 fighter. Under 10.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We're good.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Greystone travel.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, kill.
Now gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
I'm coming.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Woods has it complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Timmy Jernigan forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's now third down.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Play action. It's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now it's Carson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's Carson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Goff, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
76, 54. Here we go, here we go.
3rd and long. It's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
57, Mike, 57.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. 2 for 1. Hey, 5. Don't get nervous. Check your hot read. Check.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Here's Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff throwing again. Wide open receiver, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Goff on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here goes tonight. 180. Check.
Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, here's Goff. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the Offense.
Get it in here. Come on.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one, a big shot.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Coming this way. Here we go.
On first down, it's gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They run it with Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Goff on first down. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff now to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun. Gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the air now with Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Ric Flair.
And now a carry here for their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Not. White 20. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go, G.
They'll try and run with their fullback. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
57, come on. Here we go, D.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run once more with Henderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On third down, here's Henderson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So the LA Rams with a victory here.